ということで、サブクエパートやろう。暑いわ。
Well met.
おー、ほー、高。
A fine choice. May Gilbert smile
サブクエ多いって、
upon you.
まずね、やるからには
You
も
see
う
that too?
全部サブクエも終わらせてしまおう。モブハンは配信館で片付けました。
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
ん？電話が来てた。で、これでも果たしてこのパートいるんやろうか。あっちいなきゃもう。とりあえずさ、そろそろクリアしたいね。今日じゃ無理だろうな。
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him. This won't take long. You're right. It won't. Men,
二人って一匹なんだけど。行きますよ、行きますよ。おー。でもムービーのオーディもこんな感じだったしな。ムービーのオーディはもうあらかじめゲージ貯めてたよな。
a little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured? No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers, but I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so... It's a fucking You're interfering, old bastard. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the out...
Call me what you want. It doesn't change or the urgency of the message I bring.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos, but I seek a new beginning for all of them. And while the choices I've made, I know I made them for the right reason. For so long, so many of us have been, when it should have been our decision all, but in order to take it, we must stand.
Certainly not the words I expected from an out. You are no ordinary. I'll never hear the end of... All right. I'll start by ordering my most... Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they...
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a feud. We will need an envoy. One who can call...
I'm flattered. And I have other problems too. What we need is a skilled arbitrator.
Is that, sir? And would he have...
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, I suppose we'll all have to find a little...
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle...
And I will see that my...
Very good.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
ずいぶん遠いとこまで連れて行こうとすんな。うわぁ、サブクエがいっぱいだー。後編。まあ、あとラスボス倒して終わりにしたいのに、サブクエが多すぎる。
Why is everyone being mean to Luke? I'm going to go with him.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light.
You're really going to go through with this?
I am. But before I go...
If it's within my power.
It's the children. And if I leave them here, they surely will. I can think of only one place.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned.
Bandits are one thing. We need to evacuate. There's no... Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. Tell them to prepare...
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else.
What's an Akashic?
To listen to me.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor?
あ、反対側だった。
Now.
lied about being one of us, and you're lying. Why do they
嘘
always
つ
have
き
to
が
make
っつっ
such
てるけ
a
ど、
fuss outside?
別に嘘はつい、
What's the commotion?
死んでからじゃないとわかんないんだよね。
What do you want, Lord?
To pass on an impulse. There's been an ether flood. The camp with the so-called... They're no longer just bandits. You need to begin preparing.
Oh, do we?
Lubor, you may believe his lies, my lord.
じゃあ死んどけよ、お前ら
Why would he lie about something like that?
Some twisted attempt. If he had not been unmasked, a great honor for one, he might well.
Lord Underhill, Lubor can...
You may not trust me.
じゃあ死んどけよ、お
For
前
the
らなん
sake of
て
your people. If there is,
There isn't. Now be off with you.
よしじゃあ死ね、そのまま。
you're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferd.
ここの人たち転んでも別にいいような気がするな。これだからもうすぐに手のひら返すやつは。
Lord Ferda.
Sid.
I went to warn Conrad and
無理
Natalie about the
もう転ぶしかないっ
Akashic,
す。
but they've convinced themselves that nothing... A bloody fool. Which means the town guard... But I can. You only have to ask.
I appreciate.
Sid! Ferda!
ここは終わりです。
I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend, and Blue Boy is in need of this very moment.
微妙にムービー。
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted!
なんか嘘ついてるっぽいなーって。
We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
Fucking die!
You'd like that,
出た。
wouldn't you?
じゃあ、滅ぼう。
Yeah, with us out of the way, you and kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourself.
もう転んじまえよ、こんな。あ
You should run!
出た。
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
ひどいことすんな。いや、もうこんなやつほっといていいやろ。クソだろ、こいつら。民度低っ。
Wait.
Someone's
coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! Ah!
ああ、見境なしだな。最低だな、こいつら、マジで。転んでいいっすよ、こんなマジ。
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe.
高みの見物かよ。
You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
村長になるためだからだろうよ。
Every day making sure things run smoothly around here. And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
そんなお世話になってる人を石に投げつけたの？
Lubor. We've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it
いや、
is
滅んじまえよ、さっさとよ。
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you
なんで
propose
こいつの
we
手の
deal
ひら
with
返
this
しは。
Akashic of yours?
石投げてたくせになんか、そんな
We won't run, but we will.
聞いてくるんすか。もう先に謝れよ、こいつ。
All right then. Fine.
いや、ちょっと納得できませんわ。
Gather round if you don't want to die.
なんかイラッとするこれ。いや、なんか、よかったねじゃないけど。俺別に滅んでもいいと思ったな。残念です。
Allow me to explain. The ether flood occurred. The place had been until the leak. Now they're all.
They are
もう
mine.
どうせだっ
The
て
bandits we at least
さ
knew when these
早
creatures
く片
come.
付けるんじゃ
Town
ん。
guard, both forces, and as soon as it, Conrad.
Always.
I leave this and the command. Consider it as you, Natalie, and tell as long as our riches can be regained.
Very well.
Where do I fit?
Where else? I would like you to travel. Main host is most like
A little guard. Luckily.
So you. All right then. Now.
なんでこんな帰ってきていきなりむしゃくしゃしないが。入り込みすぎって。
Looks like everyone's ready.
どっちどっちどっちこっち
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
エーテルだまりの中も。このチョコボ、走れるんだ。
Can't leave a single one alive.
シェイシェイシェイシェイシェイ。ああ、もうこしゃくなことすんな。あれだ、ぶつかりに行ったな、ウェーブ。最後。いやー、こんぐらい力を落ちするのも気持ちよくていいですね。3体巻き込まんとたまらんね。あ、うっとうしいやついる。おい、そいつロックオンすんな。なんでそいつしかロックオンできんの？なんでロック、オートロックオンこれ。いや、ダメって、なんて。ああ！ う。
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalamil.
滅んだかな。
All the Akashic we were able... Seems that might be...
Last of them here.
Lubo, Sir Clive has
Clyde!
It's done.
I knew...
Thank you, my
Friends, and we need not fear victory.
Lubo. After all,
But we only...
we need you, Lubo.
何やこの手のひら返し。
You do.
We do. It is a stain on our...
I see. But
Name them.
firstly, that you will both do if the town guard and the unity is the key to defending when that time comes.
Of course.
And you will accept that the mistreatment of bearers, any bearer within our walls shall be they will not be judged by what they are.
As we failed to...
We agree to your
Condition. Well then, it seems my...
なんか一見楽ちゃん上がってるけど。まあいいや。
Fit not so long ago. And now, here.
Lubo.
Fear not. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than I'll make sure.
I don't doubt. And not just the...
Can't have all...
なんか、この、まとめ方がなんかすごい龍が如くっぽい感じなんか、一見落着みたいな感じの、だいたい一見落着に持っていく龍が如くになんか似てる。
I knew I was right not to give up on Luke.
何がルボル信じて正解でしたね。ま、手のひら返しはムカつくわ、ま。
Let's go.
なんで13ギルやねん。そこもムカつくわ。なんで13ギルわざわざ拾ってんの ?3 ギル、13ギルどっち糸。
Here we are again. Carava. If you... The tortoise Togo. Where do you hide?
あー、パンサーなんかすごいしつこいんだったら。せえなー。
It looks like we found him.
帰ったパンサー。また外
Soil and stone!
Fight あ、違った。 戦いづれえな。
It's over.
It's over. オーディン、斬鉄剣でも亀の甲羅切れないんだ。こんにゃくだけじゃないんだ、切れないの。
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish it.
どうしたの行くね。
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Eh, そんなのがあるんだ。
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. The complete, immense. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace, with the blight spreading ever more widely.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as small wonder he did not think it.
But he thought it achievable, nor would he have entrusted those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of...
It's a pity only they...
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father, but one at least remain.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that, after all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor.
And where is...
She awaits you at...
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
じゃあね、ちょっと出ていくのやめてもらっていいですか？まだ中にサブクエがあるんです。めっちゃあるやん、サブクエ。
Lord Mark,
What is it?
one of our brethren, he sent an owl.
Was he so
No. An ancient by gaining an...
And so you sent one of your brothers to act?
Fully, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able. Though he has been silent for some days now, yet it seemed only right. For as you so...
But Ash is a big...
Perhaps. Mickleberg, it lies, if...
Right.
You are... Go then.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
My lord, your... I
誰
am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix.
Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift.
Lift up your head, Lady God. You have our gratitude.
I nearly did my duty.
My lady, what exactly is...
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House...
Indeed it has.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Alas, he had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens. It was your father's wish, but with his grace long since gone. You are grown men now. And while I would not presume to insist, I know that...
Thank you. What say you? What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am...
Do you know where we might find this?
I do. Though it is found in the bellies of elder griffins. We do at least know where to find one.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, your great. In fact, this is the very same. Were you to slay it in his stead?
What say you, Joe? What else?
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
ここですか。オリハリコン使った防具より強いんなら装備してもいいけどなぁ。
Ready, go?
バカ野郎、そういうのは思いでつけるんだろう。数値が全てじゃないだろうって言うけどさ。でも、装備はでも見えない、反映されないんだよ。見た目は。じゃあやっぱ数値取るしかねえな。いた。
There it is. For House Rossfield.
Fight on! Move. Oh.全然溜まってなかった。
There's a good boy. Too slow.
Ah, save it.
That's better.
Fix it. 勢いでエリクサ使っちゃった。
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godeth.
Oh, thank the fount, the griffin is...
And the Heartstone claim.
Yes, this radiant luster. Thank you, your father would...
Lady Godeth.
Thank you, Cyril. If you would excuse me. The armbands are complete. Pray. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent...
It's a message. Father knew enemies who would thwart his vision.
And only if we stood together.
Indeed. But this was more than just it was a prompt.
Thank you for remaining the
Forgive me, my lady. There is something I don't quite... The Undying told me that after Father died, even if the armbands were incomplete, so...
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Of the deep love he had. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry I tried to warn you. When word of the fire reached Rosalith...
And thank the Fount.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. And so my pursuit... He informed me that his...
Lady Godeth,
as do I.
Thank you, my... for coming back to us. I remain your faithful servant, my lord.
おー、体力めっちゃ上がる。めっちゃじゃないけども。まあ、じゃあ、どうつけるか。
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive.
It is. And we thank you for the pipe.
If you would permit me to let him see that you...
I suppose it would be... What do you say, Clive?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my...
Your father's helm is enshrined there. Since the day we recover, I prithee claim it. And I do not doubt that your
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive.
どこ？あ、ここじゃない。Whoa.ここにあるのポーションです。知ってます。よし。What the... なぜ？乗らない？かんなぁ。サブクエがめっちゃ多いから。まだまだだな、これ。あと2時間はかかりそうだな、これ。
this be Mickelberg?
Straight home now. These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah,
Hey,
did you too?
what the fuck?
Heed the call? No, to be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here.
Is that so?
What are you doing here?
It is my home. The others,
You keep saying that.
they came here to perform the rite. This village, where they shall cast...
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord.
Let us free our...
They want to be... Forgive me.
You mean the traveler from Stone?
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
お前どう言ってんだ、探したぞ。
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear...
ジョシュアもいるだろうがい。
Lord Rosfield.
That's right. And you must be the third.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your...
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the...
He said that you had failed.
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. You have seen them at their... They devote themselves to the praying night and day that they might be granted rest. Serve him with... I, too, swore to devote my life to the...
は
And so I would see it through, see these, that they might do their...
You do understand.
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills. I know that it may be hard to believe, but forgive me, my lord. Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out what.
いや、救いだとしても、人に襲いかかってきたら、たまらんくない？
Beneath the flood. There must be...
ああ、死こそが救済だったんだね。
Echoes as well.
死こそが救済でおる。
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Dying.
What now?
いや、てかもうなんか人死んでね。わお。燃えちょる。
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Fire beam. 야. 네, 팔이 좀 땄어요. 言うて。お、こういうことか。言うて。シャー。シャギーン。あっちー。見て。取るか。あいた。見えん見えん。しゃっ。いけ。シャキーン。いて。おお、気持ちがいい。おお、斬鉄剣マジ気持ちよすぎか。まだ来とったんか。でも安心してください。これが救済です。これこそが君たちの求めていた救済だ。ああ、救われたね。あは。
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
ダメみたいですね。
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord.
あ、あっと後ろにちょっ
Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me? Of course. Your duty will be done.
ええ、この後村人と戦わなあかんの。
They are saved.
勝手にさ、なるのはいいけど、襲いかかってくんのはマジ勘弁してほしい。出た。どこ行くのそして。
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
人に襲いかからなければいいけどね。人に襲わなければいい。人を襲わないアカシアはいいアカシア。ひゃーって。
My Lord Mark, I'm glad.
I met with your...
Thank you. He remained.
He died protecting. I buried him in...
If you...
The villagers, they prayed to their god. Then an ether flood. Your brother even knowing...
Then he for the right to choose how one does. A noble ambition. It matters not how. Only that we live for better or...
But he didn't die for your creed. And you still believe that...
I believe we of the and this was hit.
I'd like to know this, Matt. To know the names of all the They died serving my house. That is...
Of course, I shall fetch my lord. The greatest honor, though our... And were they here?
もう通り張り込んだ。もうでも十分なんだよね。Sももう全部倒したし、もういらないんだよね。あれなんのこれ、このトロフィーは何？はい。というわけで、サブクエ消化ツアーをやっておりますが。うわー、遠いなー。あ、なんかある。こんな皮もらってもやることあるかいな。あ、ここちょっとしか売ってないかわかんない。もう突っ切ったもんね。
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall.
どこだよ。
Too hard to find.
俺？ いったー！あいでー！早っ。 シャイーン。ビーム。いってー。あれパリできない。あいた。シャッシャッ。無理か。いってー。さてと、で、なんかパリ返せるやつと返せんのあんのかな。どっちが近い？ロストウィングで街歩くのがだるいな。こっちが近いと思う。知らんけど。いけいけいけって。わ、久々に来たな、ここ。ゴーゴーゴーゴー。何しに来たっけ、ここ。カンタンを買収しに来たんか。クイントン。
Do you know? Something tell. Go on then.
隊長になってくれたって。
You'd have me convince the chiefs and and do the one thing that is.
I know it's a lot.
And you'd have me the people of Lost Wing. You'll have to find.
I'm sorry.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any? They want you to speak for those. If it's, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we
でかいっすね。国単位っすよ。
Then what is it?
You know.
Then what are only we? Or why turn your back on every? Who's to say you?
くさ、規模がでかすぎるっぴ。
Stir. I fear that any rejoice.
So you'll join. Field Marshal I can arrange.
That would. I hear the rope.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking.
さてと、責任の押し付けは済んだぜ。今度はここか。近いぞ。サブクエも少なくなってきたかな。
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough? To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference. It's just back there.
こんなとこに墓があんの？
Father always fought for what he believed was right.
It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
おるんか、後ろに。怖っ。
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
うん、結構名声ポイントも溜まってきたんじゃない？だいぶ。え？いや、言うてでも、女子は割とついてきてなかった？わーお、ジャパニーズキーパート3つぐらいある。うぅ。いっぱいある。たまんねえな、おい。
Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed. Rutherford is accompanying him back. They will await.
One other.
Lord Havel was concerned. He asked if
One not.
Master Quinton would probably call me.
Another out. Just the thing we need to put the good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can, you still haven't mentioned how we.
Oh, don't you worry. The Seven High, they have all agreed to make the most generous. Oh, of course, it did take a little, but luckily I had some.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued.
It was more of a.
Well, the old she had a shipload of talents delivered to my private, and when the other houses saw the parsimonious. Now, join us there.
Of course.
あ、せっかく帰ってきたのに。
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships.
Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. Ah, but I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
お腹減ってきた。
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. We wish simply to bring stability to... And to do that, we must convince those in power. There will be disagreements, yes. If we show them the path. The fate of the world lies in my nephews, but the well-being of her people...
Uncle Byron.
Now, with that settled, for what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied... Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. We shall play our parts to the best. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. I
will.
よし。で、
Sorry, can't take you where you need to. What do you think that thing is?
ちょっとなんか報酬見たいな。どんくらい溜まったかな。マックス？
Oh, I wasn't expecting you. You earned this.
おお。
All done? How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
もう何も受け取ることはできない。全部片付けてしまった。
I was just about to go in, but then I thought it might be better if you went first. What with you being the head of the family and all.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well. Is something
wrong? No.
Go on. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all. It's a good luck charm. I mean, a baby. To let him know that they're part of the. Oh,
I thank you.
If there's anything you need.
I will.
Fancy a swift hop?
I could be.
立ち飲みだ。
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
Ah, you know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout?
Yeah.
Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
3回ぐらい言ってないよ。なんかあったら頼むぞ。でもクライブが死んだらもうどうしようもないんじゃない？まあでもある手間は復活しなくなるからいいのかな。
I may have had one too many.
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
One of these days, I swear, it's gonna be me who drinks you under the...
If by under the table you mean retching on my boot, I reckon one of those days was yesterday.
Ha ha. You think you're so
ライブ酒に強いん
funny.
だ。
But just wait till we crack open the bottle I left in your chambers. That stuff's strong enough to burn the horns off a behemoth.
Sounds like I'll be needing some new boots.
よし、あと、shit。どっちが近い？
There's something about it.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Oh, you make it sound like
Tell me.
it's most
What?
of what under cogwheel. Gear's that small or a bastard to make, and
Wait, the children. Now that I think about it,
the young'uns. But why would they? I'll keep working on the model.
Sid!
She wasn't. She's just busy.
A new invent? Is it an egg?
Do you think she'll let it...
That just so happens to be what a brass gear. That's how.
Oh, the one you forgot!
We saved it.
Since your lesson, we've been all the pieces that I...
That's.
Look! I found it!
I found it.
Is that all?
That's all for now.
Thanks, Sid.
Has 行ったり来たり。
mentioned a new project yet?
Well,
They did.
will it work?
What exactly are you?
Only the most important. The wings aren't going to move on their own. Well,
うわ、なんか見たことあるやつだ。
should do it.
ワンのエンタープライズ？
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make... Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one, and I reckon I've got a...
I'm sure you do.
レベル上がりそうで上がらんな。
What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time...
What, that whole thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototype's up. Seeing as you're always... Suppose I can give it to you.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
あともう話すだけで終わりにしたかったのにな。くそ、1個残ってるな。どのタイミングであったんだ？
Say what you will. Lady Karen is
First the skies.
チーク正面ガチャコ。何？
If Joshua's worried about Jim...
Potion? Potion!
Still alive,
Potion 買いたい。
If you're gonna buy
あ
some,
とエリクサー
think
も。
about it. It'd better all be here. You're not
パリ狙いすぎるとやばいな。
Finished, are you?
お腹が空いてきたぜ。
Osman, you did, I think. He wanted to make Dion a gift. Oh, it's no trouble.
It's over.
Highness.
Now. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber. Joshua, I read your message. I don't think I'd realized how different.
I suppose it's not.
She doesn't think she...
And that's why we need to remind her, to let her know that we still... But how to do...
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father and Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Head?
To see the snow daisies. It was the first time Father had allowed... And when he realized you were missing, he had the...
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business.
Man's Hill.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much...
You're saying I should go and scout the area? Let's go. This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow...
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of.
Then why not ask someone who might...
Someone at the backyard. Let's hope. One of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Say what you will. Lady Karen is
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where...
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot. I both have similar...
Right.
Did you learn where we might...
The gardener here mentioned the...
the fields beyond Northreach. I recalled that she kept a record of our travel, so I asked her if...
Whose shores...
その花って侍の線3つ貯めるやつじゃない？やばい、お腹減ってきた。これで区切りたい、一体って何？一回区切りたい、これで。
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes. Do be careful.
I will. What the fucking... あ、いた。
Let's go. Faster.
え？ちょっと四つ目を開いて、柵に。ちょっとでも R2 押さんかったらなんかもうすごい減速するんだよな。
Caution, brother.
Fuck you.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Whoa, あれ？え、なんでそんなに逃げるの？やめてよ。は？逃げんの君たち。だる。Stay down。え、どこ録音してんの？ライブ？どこ録音してんのお前。はぁ？どこ行ってんねん君。誰なんじゃ、お前。死ぬ！ああ。え？あ、まあ、BGM なんてかまだおるんやろ。
What do you see, boy?
おう。何しに来たのこいつは。
Let's hope this is the last one.
来た。なんでそんなホーミングタックルしてくんの？いいよ、来いよ。開いた？もう一回来いよ。あ ああ、ダメだ。強えね。ええー。ライブ？あ、いた。遅かったな。タイミングは難しい。じゃんほー。あ、まだ出てくるの？あ、ライブ？おーい、ふざけんな。お前ら。あ、おお、とどめ足しちゃったよ。もうランゴスタ並みにうざかったな、今の。
But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will?
She'll love them.
ここまで来んのだるいな。
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Still alive, are you? You'll not find a better price than that.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
よし。というわけで、ご飯ができたので、飯食ってこよう。まあ、続きはまた今度。